lovelies. You know what time it is, don't you? I believe you do. It's Fri-Yay. Come on in. Let's get busy. Who's with me? I see the people. Hello, hello. Come on in. Let's get busy. We have things to do today. It's Q&A Fri-Yay. Hi, Catherine. There's Emily. Who else is in the house? Good to see you all. Emily's sipping on her hot milk mix. Yay! Here's to hot milk mix. I love it. It's so good. Good stuff right there. There's my girl Norma. Hi, Vicky. I've got your question here. I'm going to answer it today. There's my girl Joanne. And Heather's here. Yay. Hi, Nancy. There's Andrea. And there's Gwen. Gwen is saying, Fri-Yay. It is Fri-Yay. You know why? We just get excited about Friday. I don't know, it's like anything else. Hello there, Sonia. Good to see you. Marguerite's here. Yep, hot milk mix is so tasty. I know. I've had lots of emails, including Amber, our customer service rep, saying, how much is too much? Hi there, Lizzie and Mia. Good to see you. Jeanette's here. Hello. So's Patty. Good to see you. Deborah's here. And there's Darlene. Yep, yay for question and answer day. I agree with you, Vicki. I love Q&A day. It's always an interesting mix of things people ask. So we're going to get busy. We have about 5 questions. And listen, if you want to have your question answered next week, too late today. All you have to do is send in an email to support@savingdinner.com. And in that subject line, question for Leanne on Friday. And next Friday, I'll be answering that question for you. Hey there, Sarah and Sandy, Emily. Yay. You are leveling up your hot milk journey this season. I am so excited about that, Emily. Yay, good for you. Denise is in the house too. And there's our girl, Jenny. Jenny's been busy. We have a lot of things going on. I just finished putting together the information pages on our new skincare. And just wait till you guys see this. I am so excited. I can't wait to introduce the skincare line. We have 3 in the trio. And we're calling them, of course, Wise Women's Ageless Skincare. Beverly's here, so is Dawn, so is Julie. And I just saw somebody else, Trisha. That's who I saw. Yay, good to see you guys. Thanks for showing up. Anyway, so yes, we have a new skincare line coming out. That will be coming out next month, if everything goes according to plan. And we're very excited about it. And the quality of the skincare is just incredible. You know how I feel about this too. You got to do your skincare from the inside out first, but it also helps to have really immaculate skincare for your beautiful skin. You know, there's so much crap out there. When I was doing my research and when I spent $1,000 on trying different products from everywhere, people who would manufacture skincare stuff for you. And let me just tell you, I was like one product after the other. It went to the side. I wasn't going to use it. It felt sticky. It had a weird smell. It didn't absorb. This is none of our skincare is just on point. And both Marla and I have used it. We love it. It's not a lotion, it's a moisturizer. I'm just gonna say it. Yes. There's 3 things. You're gonna get the serum. It's a correcting serum. It's an antioxidant serum that you use after you wash your face. After that goes the moisturizer. And it's one pump and it's just, you know, you pat it all on. I'm gonna do a demo. I'm gonna show you how to do it. You're gonna see my face absolutely naked. And then you use the eye, neck, and lip cream. This is just a thicker, a more emollient cream, and you use it on your eyes, but you also use it right here because we get those icky fine lines. And then you take the rest of it and you do it on your neck because that's what I do anyway. And if there's anything left, it goes on the top of your hands because these are areas that women naturally age and we need a little extra help. So I'm kind of breaking through and telling you stuff that doesn't even exist yet, but just wait, it's going to, and I'm super excited. I'm using the whole line right now. So anyway, we're really excited about that. Last night we had our webinar. If you were there, fabulous. If you weren't, you can still go there and you can still watch it, I believe, can't you? I don't know. Jenny, I'll put the link in. But anyway, if you were there, if you weren't there, no worries. We sent you a link so you could go back and watch it. But this is just the 10 things that you can do right now today in order to take yourself to the next level. Because everybody was always, what's after? What do we do after we have our after we do our sprint? Well, this was the next thing. So that's cool. Juanita's asking, any word on the tea? Yes, the tea is going to be here on Monday. And they're dropping it here, which is just absolutely hilarious because we're just going to be floating in tea. The tea is here, but not on Thursday. Not on Thursday. I mean, not the decaf, just the regular calf. Okay? We're still waiting for decaf to leave India. It's been done. They just can't get it out of there because of the COVID. So decaf is going to be on the way. It's just not here yet. We have to hold our horses on that. The regular tea though is on it will be here on Monday. It is out of port. It is being freighted right now to my hot little hands. So the decaf will be here when it gets here. I'll let you know as soon as it leaves port. Right now it's still in India, stuck in customs. They don't have enough people over there. I know, isn't that a bummer? But it is what it is. So we have to roll with it because we have to be flexible. So anybody who has a back order on that tea, we've already printed out all your stuff. We're all ready to send it. We've got it all set up, and on Monday we're going to be sending out lots of tea. As soon as that tea gets in, it's going out. So yes, we'll all be doing the happy tea dance. And if it wasn't for Susan, I would be suffering right now. Susan sent from Portland, one of my lovelies in my coaching program, sent me some tea. So it's fantastic. It's just as much as would be in a regular cup of black tea is how much caffeine is in it. We don't have an exact measurement, but it's pretty much that. You can look that up online. So anyway, tea will be here. And I believe that tea should be a daily beverage, and we should have a tea time to take that break, and also in order to enjoy the benefits of all the antioxidants that are in tea. And our tea in particular has oil of bergamot, and it has, the amount of properties that are in there that fix things, that help you with different areas, and also cut off, believe it or not, the life support, if you will, of fat. It's very interesting information. It's all on our Facebook. It's on our Saving Dinner page. You can read all about our tea and what it does. We have Full Bloom coming on September 26th. That's a Saturday. Marla's going to be joining me, and we're just talking about up-leveling your life, about the mindset that goes along with the transformation that you want to have. You cannot have a transformation without having a transformation of your mindset. You guys know that, right? It's when you make that decision that you go forward, and it's when you go forward, you can really understand and see that, yes, you have to change your mind on some things. You have to change the way you think. And we're going to give you all the tools, the ability to do it, and it's going to be a marvelous time of getting together for a whole Saturday virtual event starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. And go to savingdinner.com/bloom for all the details and in order to get your seat. We're also going to be doing in October our cruise for the holidays, because here's the thing. Getting ready for the holidays is something you can't just do in a day, right? It has to be planned out. And Marla has been doing this forever and ever, and I've been alongside, during all of this time. And we have the tools, we have the capabilities, and we have the know-how, the wisdom, and the years of experience to show you exactly how to get your whole situation handled for the holidays. Because, the holidays start right in the harvest time, and then it goes all the way through New Year's. So being able to do these holidays flawlessly, maybe not flawlessly, but how about seamlessly? Doing them easily is exactly what you're going to need. And I will tell you right now, that swag bag, it's on point. You're gonna go wanna see that. That swag bag is on point. There's $200 worth of stuff there and everything that you can use in order to do cool holiday gifts yourself, homemade holiday gifts, mailers, gifts in a jar. We've got it all. And how to do a cookie party, everything. Plus the cookies are ridiculously tasty. Yeah, we don't use them when we sprint, but you know, on the holidays, every once in a while, you get a little cookie coming out. Cooking Camp, speaking of cooking, is available right now. And you can find that at savingdinner.com/camp. If you know someone who doesn't cook and wants to, this is going to take you from A to Z. This is going to take you to the place where you're efficient, you're quick, and you're not destroying the kitchen as you go, right? Because I'll tell you what, when we have the skills that we need, we can push out anything out of that kitchen. So check it out, savingdinner.com/camp. And right here, this is our supplement of the week. This is one of my favorites, one of my go-tos, because of the 6-month study that I read that made me go, what? People who took this for 6 months without changing their diet had a reduction in belly fat and thigh fat. Thigh fat? Thigh fat. Can you imagine? Just by doing nothing. Can you imagine if you put that on steroids and actually reduced the carbs in your life and got your diet in an anti-inflammatory place and moved a little bit? Bam, shakalaka. This stuff's good stuff. Put 3 in your cart. We'll put the 4th one in for you free. Ships free is your promo code as long as you live here in the US. We'll take good care of you. This is the way to buy our supplements. I'm telling you, people have been taking advantage of this. We're getting really low on it. Grab it now. Grab your Get Lean CLA right now. It's amazing stuff. And if you spend $200, you're going to get in a little mindful mug. There's a couple of you who I've seen who are regular purchase our regular stuff. And you know what I did for you? Jamma, you included. I sent you our new cup. Shh, don't tell anyone. Little sticky notes. Mark, give them the new cup because they've already got the old one. Give them the new one. We do things like that. We have the ability to get in there and surprise and dazzle you. That's what we want to do. On Monday too, speaking of webinars, on Monday we're going to have a webinar. We're going to have a collagen challenge coming up. This is like thebomb.com because remember what I just told you about skincare? What's on the outside is important, but what goes on the inside, that is the thing we need to pay attention to. And when we're doing collagen loading, girlfriend, we're on fire. And let me just tell you, this collagen challenge is fabulous. It's going to teach you how to use collagen to your advantage and why. Don't you want to know why? I always want to know why. When somebody says, this is great, you got to try it, I want to know why. Show me the science. That's what I'm going to do on Monday. So you can sign up. It's absolutely free. Go to savingdinner.com/collagen and you will be able to go on Monday. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's our time. That's our favorite time of the year. So that's what we have, you guys. I'm done. See ya. No, just kidding. Now, how about some questions? I've got some answers. We got the first one from Heather, who says, come on, Heather, open it up. There it is. How do you know if you have Hashimoto's disease? I have thyroid. I'm on levexothyroid, whatever that is, but I'm starting to wonder, okay, here you go. 90% of people who have been diagnosed as having hypothyroidism also have Hashimoto's. The difference between hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's is this. Hypothyroidism is when your thyroid is just like pumping out the TSH, the thyroid stimulating hormone. It doesn't know how to stop, and your body is acting as if you're under an antibody attack, okay? So this is what happens with hypothyroidism. It's also what happens with Hashimoto's. The difference is Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease, meaning your thyroid is trying to, your body is trying to destroy your thyroid. So we help our thyroids out by giving them the thyroid hormone that it needs. And this is one of the reasons why, you know, I oftentimes recommend that people look at a natural desiccated thyroid as opposed to like Lavoxithyroid is a it's a synthetic, and your body reads things a little differently when it's a synthetic versus when it's a real. This is made from pig thyroid, so yeah, it's not kosher for sure, but it is incredible. There was a recall done on this WP thyroid, and they found it to have less efficacy than normal. But I will tell you, it's still, as far as I'm concerned, above and beyond the best thyroid that's out there. Less fillers, and I mean, they reformulated Armour Thyroid a few years ago, and they had a cellulose filler in it that caused the efficacy of it to go down and actually caused problems for some patients. So you gotta, deal with all of that. But how do you know if you have Hashimoto's? You have to be tested for it. It is a blood test. There's no symptom that says, hey, this is Hashimoto's, because all the symptoms basically present the same. But the reason that you want to know if it's autoimmune or not is because with autoimmunity comes a whole host of other problems, such as the food sensitivities are incredible. So, like getting rid of dairy and gluten and things like that to calm things down are important. Also, the other thing is that you need to have this information so you know how to treat it. I had a doctor one time tell me that she said, hey, when I asked her, why didn't you tell me I had Hashimoto's? And she said, what difference is it? You treat it the same anyway. To a degree, that's true. You do treat it the same, as in you give it the same kind of medication, but there's a different treatment plan that goes along with just simply having hypothyroidism and versus having an autoimmune disease. An autoimmune disease of any kind is just where the autoimmunity decides to attack. So there's plenty of there's thousands of autoimmune diseases out there, but it's just attack, and when you have hypothyroid, that means that your overstimulated thyroid is just pumping out hormones, right? Same when you have Hashimoto's, except your immune system is attacking the thyroid to destroy it. And yes, you do treat it the same, but you also need to change up your diet, change up your stress levels, and really take it seriously, because otherwise you'll end up with goiters, you'll end up with nodules and all of that. And I had that too. It's crazy. Yes, there is hyperthyroidism and there's hypothyroidism, and sometimes, if you're unlucky enough, you can teeter-totter between both of them. Some people have Graves' disease, that's the hyperthyroidism rather, and then some people have Hashimoto's. 90% of Hashimoto's of hyperthyroidism end up with this. So you got to look at this, you got to look at everything carefully. So hypothyroid, okay, I don't know what you're saying over there, but anyway, the thing that you need to understand is that when you have an autoimmune disease, you handle it differently. You handle it differently because it is a disease that is attacking a certain organ in your body. That means you have to be aware. As a matter of fact, in our dinner answers, we have an autoimmune protocol, because there's a lot of food sensitivities involved there. There's a lot of stress hormones involved there. There's a lot of things in order to calm the body down. Inflammation is crazy when you have Hashimoto's versus just being hypothyroid, okay? So your doctor tested for it. Did he do a full panel and antibodies, Marguerite? That's important, because that's how you find out if you have it. So that's how you find out where you are with all of that. So, okay. This is from Evie, who says, I am very sensitive to salt. If I have too much, my mouth burns. Is it possible to use less hot milk mix for it to still be effective? What is the minimum I can add to my water? So what I would do, everybody has that particular, everybody has some kind of a sensitivity. Everybody has a certain flavor profile that they prefer or don't prefer. One of the things that you can do with this is to put a whole scoop into a gigantic bottle of water. That's what a lot of people do. And then you have it just slightly flavored. Other people, like me, I like it a little bit more flavored. I think it tastes good that way. And so what I do, and you can see it like puddles at the bottom of the glass. And when it puddles at the bottom of the glass, you know, I put a little Pellegrino in there, and I absolutely enjoy it. It just tastes like a refreshing drink. So just however you want to do it, especially if you're sensitive to salt, just stretch it out. You could put it in all of your water for the day if you want to. 1 scoop into all of that water. I believe it says 12 to 14 ounces are the, yeah, it says 12 to 14 ounces of water for 1 scoop. I would just do 24 to 48 ounces of water, and you can just drag it all out like that. The point is, it doesn't matter how you get in, just get it in. Makes a big difference. We have a couple of questions about hot melt mix today. Okay, I'm just waiting for my little Airtable to do its thing. Right now it doesn't want to close that question. There it is. Okay, this is from Paula. And here's the other question about it, hot melt mix. Is there anything I can add to the hot melt mix to alter the citrus flavor? I have a citrus intolerance, but I'm really interested in doing the sprint. Thank you so much. Love all you do. You know what you can do, Paula, with this? And I do have somebody who I've already told to do this and loves it. And it's interesting because the thing that you need to look at with this particular stuff is when you use a little bit of baking soda, it will offset the citrus taste. Isn't that interesting? And by the way, they've shown that it's good for autoimmune diseases, but you only want to go with a little tiny bit, just a little tiny pinch. If you put too much in, you're going to have to be visiting the potty very often. But it also, it's like an alkaline neutralizing type of a thing, and it will neutralize it. Just a little bit, you don't need a whole lot. And make sure that you've got an aluminum-free, you know, just a nice natural baking soda. Okay? And let's see, this is from Vicky. How do you keep spinach fresh? What I do, Vicky, is I buy them in the great big tubs, and we seem to go through them fast enough so we don't have that issue at all. So buy the baby spinach in the tubs. They seem to last longer. We also had somebody, I don't know if you saw this, in the sprint, and what they did, and you can buy paper towels now where they're the half towels, and it's just the right size, and they take 3 little half towels, and they go through and pull up the spinach, put one of those towels in, then have another layer of spinach in there, and take another layer and put another layer of spinach in there, and it seems to last longer. It's moisture that kills it, you know, because you've got it in there and it's sealed, and the moisture is naturally on the leaves, and then you just, all you have to do is, you know, keep the moisture level down a little bit, and it seems to work really well. The other thing is then exactly what Beverly says. She sticks hers in the freezer. When you start to see it going, I wouldn't stick it in the freezer just fresh, but I would stick it in the freezer as it's starting to go so that you don't lose it. This stuff's expensive. You know, this big tub costs $5. So that's how I do it. But we go through it so fast at our house. We go through it so fast. And yeah, the towels do work, and I oftentimes do that with baby lettuces. I love baby lettuces, I do, but those things go faster than the baby spinach. So anyway, those 2 things will work well for you. But I don't, you know, this is the one time where I'm going to use that tub versus buying fresh spinach by the bunch. It's full of sand, it's dirty, it doesn't last as long, you know, the leaves are big, the flavor isn't as good. Baby spinach is so much better. So I like that a lot better, and I think that will help you out a little bit. All right, we got another one. Let's see if we can get this one open. Come on, friend. There it is. Okay, where is the best place to buy MCT oil, and how do you use it? So MCT oil is medium chain triglycerides. That's what it is, and it's coconut oil that is processed in such a way that it has it's coconut oil on steroids, right? What you need to know about this is that you need to make sure that it is processed in a way, and it's almost pharmaceutical grade coconut oil, because it has caprylic acid in it, which is an antibacterial, antifungal type of an oil. Medium chain triglycerides, meaning it's going to be used for energy first. It's not going to go to storage, and it's good brain food, everything about it. It's really good stuff. What you have to be careful though is you don't want it processed with chemicals. This is one of the problems with all those seed oils that are out there. I mean, first of all, I don't ever, if anybody in my world, I would love to say, you know, get rid of all the vegetable oils, the soybean oils, the safflower oils, all those oils that you get from the store, those regular supermarket oils in plastic bottles. Those are all made with hexane or some other chemical to extrapolate the oil, all of them, including MCT oil. You want hexane free. You know, that's a petroleum-based chemical, and it helps to pull the oils out of the seed or out of the coconut or whatever. But it's also a chemical, and then it's got to be deodorized and burned off and all of this, and you've just destroyed the fatty acid content on it. So we want something that's expeller pressed. So when you are looking to buy an MCT oil, my strong suggestion is that you look for 1A, you want something that says hexane free. They need to use high levels of heat in order to pull it out, but they can do it. They can do it without the hexane. So they will advertise hexane free. You can find it anywhere on Amazon, anywhere. Once upon a time, I used to always say use, you know, Dave Asprey's Bulletproof, but there's other formulas out there that are a little bit less expensive. Sorry, Dave, if you're watching. They're a little less expensive, and they are also hexane free, and they happily advertise that they're hexane free. How do you use it? Well, you can use it in lieu of salad, in a little bit in your salad dressing. You can use a little bit in a smoothie every day. Yes, avocado oil is great. We're looking for expeller pressed oils. That's why we love our extra virgin olive oil, right? But we want real, not counterfeit, extra virgin olive oil. That's why we use the Fresh Pressed Olive Oil Club. I've known them for 10 years now. I know the quality of what they have. They have very little amounts right now because TJ, who lives here in Asheville, by the way, TJ Robinson, who's the olive oil hunter, used to go all over Europe getting small batch olive oils, having them bottled up and sent here for our Olive Oil Club members, which I'm a member of, and the most incredible olive oil in the world. All expeller pressed, first pressings, and treated right. And it's just, there's just like a night and day difference between that. So you want to be looking at that. Avocado oil is lovely oil, and that is all expeller pressed. It's those great big seeds, remember? So it's great big things, and it makes terrific oil. That's what we're looking for. And then we want to keep our oils in a cool, dark cupboard. Some of them, you know, I used to refrigerate them all years ago, but now they're showing that just keeping them cool and dark is enough. And it's really important because if you are eating oils that have fractionated or broken fatty acid chains, you've got a damaged oil, and that's very damaging to you. All right, and yeah, the best way to add it is, you know, think Target Trifecta. Target Trifecta, all right? Target Trifecta, you've got fat, fiber, usually green fiber, right, and protein. Those three things are critical and necessary for you to be building the tissues that you need in your body to prepare to do all the things that you need to do. And when we're doing this, we can get where can we get the fat? We can get it from avocados. We can get it from avocado oil, olive oil. We can get it from MCT oil. So you can use that in lieu of avocado, for example, in your smoothie. My strong suggestion when using MCT oil is to start really small, like a quarter teaspoon. You put a full teaspoon in there, you're going to be running to the bathroom. We don't want to do that. So just kind of, you know, work your way up and add a little bit more and a little bit more. And again, you know, we just want a little bit of fat. We don't need to be swimming in it. Just a little bit of fat. It just adds a whole lot. All right, this is from Maureen, and she says, Maureen is in Sydney, Australia. Olive oil has to come from all one country, says Jennifer. Okay, I did not know that. In Sydney, here, they sell this thing called a fat blaster. I think it has put me on speed sprint. I don't know exactly what that means. What do you think of the ingredients? Medium chain triglycerides, MCT, we just talked about that, 38%. green coffee powder extract, guarana seed powder, etc. Okay, so what they're working on here is you got MCT and caffeine. So yeah, it's gonna do the trick, but it could also really disrupt your sleep. So be careful with that. I mean, there's a lot of those kind of fat blaster stuff out there, and if you go on Amazon, you can see a lot of that. The thing that you need to understand about caffeine, here's the thing about caffeine. I wish everybody did anyway, could check their metabolism for their ability to process it. To check that, you have to know what your genes say. I happen to be just a medium processor of caffeine, so I can handle a little caffeine. But there are some people who are who are quick metabolizers, meaning that they quickly metabolize their caffeine, and for them, they can't have very much caffeine at all because they find themselves with racing hearts and up all night. So there's a sensitivity thing there. Not everybody should be doing this kind of thing. So you got to take a look at that. That's really important. It's really important to make sure that you feel good with doing this. I would start on a dose of something smaller than what they suggest, or even biting the pill in half or doing half a capsule or whatever to see how I felt. Check the quality of your sleep, and if you feel like you have a racing heart, or it's making your mouth dry, or making you shake, or feel kind of weird, then it's not for you. And there's a lot of that stuff out there. That's the problem with all these diet supplements that are out there. That's why we don't do diet supplements. What we do is we work on the very thing that is a problem. If you have cravings, for example, we use Crave Crusher, and we also use, like I showed you here, L-glutamine. We use it just like this. I'm going to show you every day. See how it's on my finger? Clean finger. Teeth, gums, tongue, and it cuts off at the knees the craving where the part of your brain that has the cravings. So it just cuts it right off, just physiologically, boom. And that doesn't matter if it's like a sugar craving, a salt craving, a meth craving, booze, cigarettes, whatever it is where you have a craving and you have this thing going on, it's an automatic thing. Crave Crusher takes you through the day. You take 4 pills in the morning with your smoothie. You take Leptofix in the morning without any food. Leptofix and Crave Crushers work together with your hunger hormones, and this is one of the best things ever. That's the kind of stuff that we do. Those are the kind of things that we do. It's based on science. It's not based on jacking you up. We don't want that for you. So anyway, that's our way of doing things, and we like it that way. It's effective. So if you have any questions about anything and you want another question answered next Friday, just send them in to support@savingdinner.com, and don't forget, in the subject line, question for Leanne on Friday. And I'd love to see you on Monday night, where we're going to go over the benefits of collagen. You know, collagen is a misunderstood protein. It really is. And 97% of us have a collagen deficiency. And that makes a big, big difference in the way you feel, the way your skin is, and a lot of things. I mean, even joint pain and what have you is all related. So we're going to find out about that. I'm going to show you how to get collagen in. I'm going to give you the science behind it, all the things. You're going to want to be there, and you're also going to want to take notes. So sign up today at savingdinner.com/collagen, and I'll see you Monday night for that. Meanwhile, tomorrow is Soulful Saturday. I'll see you for Soulful Saturday. And Sunday, we are taking the day off. You will see it dark here. Dark. So be here tomorrow for sure, will ya? Soulful Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget. Peace be with you.